So what is going on, everybody? I'm here with my man JetsTalk 24/7. You guys have probably seen him on YouTube. He's one of the best Jets YouTubers on the site. Very knowledgeable, very passionate Jet fan. And welcome. How you doing?
Not too bad. I'm flattered. You're actually the reason why I started making Jets videos. So I owe everything to you. Thank you, for that bit of motivation that it took for me to actually build up the courage to start making videos online.
Yeah, man. That it means a lot. It really, really, truly does mean a lot. And it's great, and I love having like other Jets YouTubers on the site, and it's really cool to connect and really just talk about the team and talk about the sport in general. So I guess the first topic we could kind of dive into is the AFC East, because there's rumors right now that all four teams are in the quarterback market, Bills, Pats, Jets, and Dolphins, and all four teams have a real possibility of selecting one, whether you're trading up, whether you're picking one at your spot. And Ryan, what are your thoughts on the Jets right now sitting at 3? What direction do you think we're going to go to or go with, and what prospects are going to be on the board?
So I think there's for us, I think it's really going to come down to Rosen and Mayfield. I think those are really the two that'll wind up falling. For some reason, I think Allen's going to go in the top 2. I don't really like him. He scares the heck out of me. And Darnold seems like he's too good to fall to us. I think we could see the Bills move up to number 2. I think the Giants want to get more picks. I think they saw kind of how Philly did their quarterback hunt, where they just gave a ton of picks to move up and, forget what you gave up. It's going to be worth it if you get the quarterback. So I think you'll see them go all in on Eli, and, I think it's going to be Buffalo that moves up, whether that's the number 2 or 5 or whatever, I guess is
Mm-hmm.
who knows.
So it's really Mayfield and Rosen. Those are the two guys that you're thinking that are going to be there for the Jets. Now, out of those two guys, who would you prefer and why?
I love me some Broadway Baker. I'm like such a Baker fan. It's ridiculous. I think it's
Yeah.
the Napoleon complex that I have. I'm not a real tall dude. I'm like 5'9", and like I hit my growth spurt real late in the high school career. So like I was always the smallest kid. I always had to like work harder than everyone else to, in athletics and everything exciting. And the fact that analytics and everything like that just back him up 110%. He's put up like, I think the top 2 passer efficiency ratings in the last 2 seasons of college football. And it's like record wise, incredible.
Yeah, definitely a Sooner legend. And I gotta be honest, as a Jets fan, I think Baker Mayfield, out of those two, I think Baker Mayfield is the Andrew Luck, where he's a talented quarterback. He can make plays, he can win games, and he can really carry the offense. But he's constantly injured. He's constantly on the ground. He's constantly really just breathing dirt, and he's never playing. He's always in the medical room. And I think with Josh Rosen's attitude, that might not sit well. It just might not sit well. So I'm leaning more towards Baker Mayfield with that 3rd pick.
So, yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think the injuries scare the heck out of me with Rosen. I think he's the most polished quarterback in this class. He almost puts off kind of a Cutler-esque vibe with his personality, but he has like kind of the skill set that I would compare to maybe an Aaron Rodgers without maybe the mobility. I mean, my inches, I think that that amount of energy on top of the skill set is something special that you have to.
I think you're totally spot on, and I think the Jets need somebody like Mayfield. Should be the pick for the Jets. I do, in fact, believe he'll be there at 3. What are your thoughts on the Buffalo Bills, another team that needs a quarterback? In the rumor, obviously 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, and I believe 2 thirds. What are your thoughts on the Bills, and who are they, or who should they target?
I think they need to move up. I think if they can give a bunch of picks to the Giants or Denver or whoever to get that 4th quarterback or jump ahead of us, whatever it is, I think they're going to look at – I've heard rumors they like Rosen. I think they should jump up if they're going to get up. Maybe Josh Allen. He's got the big hands in the cold weather and the wind and everything like that that's in Buffalo. I think he'll be able to hold on to the ball real well. I mean, I still think he's a boom or bust prospect, so I don't know. I mean, I guess he could go 1. Maybe they jump us for Darnold or something. I don't know. I think they need to trade up for a quarterback. I think they've kind of put all their eggs in one basket by trading Tyrod and then we kind of gave them the old middle finger to like now they have to jump us in order to like, because obviously the Colts was going to be their spot to like get up to.
Right.
So what do you think they do?
It's a tough call. I mean, I guess the big domino is Cleveland at 1. Are they going to go with Sam? Or are they going to go with Josh Allen? Excuse me. So if the Browns go Sam Darnold, I think Josh Allen is the guy. I think the Buffalo Bills, no matter what, need to trade up and get their guy. I mean, I like a few of the prospects that they're kind of being mocked to right now, like Tremaine Edmonds, outside linebacker from VTech, and maybe like a guard or an interior offensive lineman later in the draft. Because, I mean, you take a look at the Bills, Incognito just retired, and they traded Cordy Glenn. So whatever rookie quarterback is going to be there, if he does in fact play year one, he's going to be playing behind an offensive line that is yet to prove themselves. It's an offensive line with holes as we speak right now. So I think for the Buffalo Bills, you want to go after a more durable style of quarterback, a quarterback that can push the ball through the wind, through the snow, through the rain, and that has experience playing in that style of weather. I think Josh Allen is the perfect fit for Buffalo.
Yep, completely agree. What are your thoughts? The Patriots have 2 first-round picks now, thanks to the Cooks trade.
Yeah, the Patriots are really intriguing right now. I mean, you look at the Pats as a whole, and they have 4 picks within the top 50, I believe. And if I'm New England, I'm staying put. I'm not trading up and doing this whole thing. I think you look at Nate Solder being gone. I think you look at Malcolm Butler leaving. Dion Lewis is another guy. The Pats have some holes, in this offensive line. They can use an upgraded guard. They just need some. They need some talent. They also lost Brandon Cooks and Danny Amendola. You have 4 picks right now, so essentially 4 opportunities to get 4 starters. And are you really going to take those 4 picks and move up and potentially maybe even picks in 2019 as well to trade up in the draft to get a quarterback like a Josh Rosen, who is going to be sitting on the bench behind Tom Brady Tom Brady really runs that organization with Jimmy Garoppolo being traded for a 2nd-round pick. It's obvious that Tom Brady is closer with Kraft than Belichick is with Kraft. So if Brady says I'm not done playing, he's not done playing. And even if he's performing horribly, I believe. So is that the smartest idea? I don't think so. If I'm New England, I'm picking I'd be targeting wide receiver, left tackle, cornerback, and one of my picks in the 2nd round, I would target a quarterback. So 1 out of the 4, and I would look at Mike White from Western Kentucky, and I would look at Kyle Lauletta from Richmond. Both quarterbacks fit that system. Both quarterbacks are, I feel like, can play in that little 3-step quick release style of system, get the ball into playmakers' hands. Both kind of played in similar systems in college. So Lauletta and Mike White.
I love that you said Lauletta. I think that is the perfect pick for them in the 2nd round. It wouldn't even shock me if they took him late in the 1st round. I think there's a lot of teams at the end of the 1st round, beginning of the 2nd round, that might pass on a quarterback early. So, if the Giants decide to trade out, maybe they take a 2nd round quarterback, or maybe a team like the Saints or the Chargers, or all these teams that are kind of at the tail end, maybe a Steelers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That just take a stab at one of these guys, like a Mason Rudolph, or I don't know.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. There's a ton of guys that are going to be available for the teams that might not have the long-term solution at the position. So we talked about the Bills, we talked about the Pats, and obviously the Jets. The last team in the division in the AFC East is the Miami Dolphins, a team that I don't like. And what are your thoughts on Ryan Tannehill and what the Dolphins will do regarding the quarterback position?
I like Ryan Tannehill. I mean, I don't like the Dolphins, but as far as quarterbacks go, he's pretty cheap. And I mean, it seems like they're in the market for a quarterback, and they have Tannenbaum there. So obviously he's got, his hand on the trigger. So you can see some sort of crazy move up. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think. I wouldn't take a quarterback if I were them. I would try to focus on other aspects, but I don't know with Tannenbaum.
Excuse me. I totally agree with you, man. I really think the Miami Dolphins right now they're not in a position to take a quarterback. Um, if I was running Miami, I would take the best player available and let Tannehill go one more round. You know, have him pretty much just take one more rodeo or like have one more hoorah, I guess. And if he's not the answer, and the Miami Dolphins don't have any success next season, which I don't think they will, because on paper they lost a lot of talent. You know, Jarvis Landry and Sue and Pouncey and these guys. So I don't think the Miami Dolphins are in any situation to be trading away draft picks to go up and get a quarterback that, again, might not play year one. If anything, target a quarterback in next year's draft, like a Justin Herbert or a Clayton Thorson, maybe even a Will Grier or something like that if you want to take a look in a round two. So if I'm Miami, I'm taking the best player available.
I completely agree. I think that's the way they should go in my mind.
Yeah. So, Ryan, thank you so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure, and I hope to do more videos like this in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to do this again.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.